gosh, I forgot. I can hardly walk. I forgot I can hardly walk. Darn it. That. 5-mile run. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go shoulders first. Let me get right into this workout. No time for warming up. Just gonna warm up and go. Alexa, play Falling in Reverse.
This is Falling in Reverse from Spotify.
Alexa, down half a volume. I can't stop from singing down the rabbit hole. What's up, goat? How are you doing? How are you doing today? Say that I got someone, and I really say, 'cause if you never think of me, yeah, I'm doing all right, pretty good, but insanely tired at the same time, because yesterday we did our 5-mile run. I was so completely beat and exhausted. You can see right here where I dropped the weighted vest on the floor. I have not even picked it up. I haven't even touched it. We did 5 miles on the treadmill, which was really difficult. Walking for me is goat. Of course, I remember you. I said welcome back, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just said hi. But yeah, I remember you. Yeah. So we yeah, because you were here when we would play Fortnite. But yeah, so I absolutely just did my best. We got the 5-mile run done. It was just insanely difficult. Insanely difficult. Adding the weighted vest and everything, it was just so much. Yo, Becca, what's up? How you doing? Well, but we got it though. We got it. I'm gonna get a little warm up going here. It's a push day. Yeah. So technically it wouldn't be a push day, but my lower half is completely beat. So I'm doing everything that I can where I don't have to like stand up or use my legs in any form or fashion, like more than normal, because yeah, my legs are torn to pieces. That was last night was the first time I ran in, I want to say about 8 years. We went 5 miles, had the weighted vest on. It was rough. It was really rough, but it was good though, overall. I don't know, I don't think you can still see, but let me turn this light on. I had a really big like mark right here. It still feels sore. I don't know if you can see it, maybe slightly here. Yo, Heather, how's it going? But there's like where it's red. If you go to I posted on my Instagram, and of course it was my live last night, but where the weighted vest was sitting on me, like right here on both sides, super red. It was rough as could be. So, what can you do, right? What can you do? Because we failed that, Becca, appreciate you subscribing. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Yeah, since we failed the 250 on our bench press goal, we had to do the run. Heather, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? If you heard me talking about like the run and stuff I was doing, I'm very exhausted. My legs are like dead today. Yo, Doom, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, my legs are absolutely cooked. That's alright. Yo, what's up, Gray? Exactly, my mistake was failing 250 on my bench press. But, you know, I really do feel like my goal was pretty dang ambitious. Nowhere on the line could I find where people were gaining 20 pounds on their bench naturally. And being like a more intermediate to expert lifter versus like a beginner, since I've been working out for some years. Most of the stuff I found online was like gaining 5 to 10 pounds in a month. And we gained 15, like a good 15, because we hit 245. I want to say 3 different times, not in one night, but 3 different streams where we successfully hit 245. I know 2 for sure, but maybe 3. And we were so close to 250. Oh well. But I think not tomorrow night. I do not think I'll be able to hit legs tomorrow night either. But maybe the night after that is when I'll be able to like actually hit legs. Yo, Daniel, what's up, my boy? Dang, that's how the thing is staring in my face. Oh no, my shoe got untied. Coughing just in case. Yeah. Got some shoulders we're gonna hit. Gonna hit some chest as well. I don't want to move from this spot since my legs are completely cooked. So I'm going to pretty much just do my entire workout with dumbbells today. And are you asking if my age is 25? I am not 25. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be high. Trying to consume the drug in me is you. Yo, Cowboy Man, what's up? Is it like number 25? Or number 5? What's up? Appreciate that, Cowboy. Always appreciate, never expect to see. Thank you very much for that. W's in the chat for Cowboy. And that wasn't my falsetto. That was just my normal, like, singing voice. My falsetto is long ago, but thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Long ago, I practiced doing screamo, and it messed up my voice. I can still sing really high, just my normal voice. My falsetto, though, that is what is kind of weird. Actually meant to be high. Like, if it was a falsetto, it'd be like, drug in me is you. It's very airy. It's the breath, the breathing control, and like the amount of air that comes out into my falsetto is a lot. Personally. And I've lost myself. Yo, Diabolic, what's up? It happens all the time. Can't believe I'm actually goblin meant to be here. Yo, Shark Kid, what's up? My max lift on what lift? Yo, what's up, Dark? Appreciate it. Sally, how's it going? Alexa, next. Fell in love. It's a heck of a drug. Alexa, next. Alright, I'm gonna hit 50. For laterals, I can hit 40s. I might be able to hit like a 50-pound on lateral, but it would look pretty nasty. Maybe I could do like 45 max, but 40s I can hit like a normal set. For military press or dumbbell seated press, I'm gonna hit 50s. I know I can hit at least 70 pounds, but I don't. My dumbbells only go up to 70. They're adjustable ones, so you can see like this would be the 60 and 70 mark for them. I'm just doing 50 right now. You said if I took deeper breaths, maybe. I did a 5-mile run last night because I failed on my 250 bench press goal for the end of October. We were 5 pounds away from the goal, but my punishment was to run 5 miles with the weighted vest on. So we did that last night. It was like 90 minutes and some seconds. Took forever, and it was very, very exhausting. So I am trying to use my lower half as little as possible, which is why we're doing all dumbbell work today. Also why I'm not going to go super, super hard on everything. Junior, what's up? Darks, how's it going? So I'm about to break down, searching for a way out. Popular, monster breakdown, falling into love, and now we're falling apart. It has been a minute, Junior. How have you been? I put like a week-long poll. Dark. So you've been good? Heck yeah. Yeah, like this, honestly, I'm shaking a little bit, but I'm not particularly like having a tough time with the 50 pounds here. GLU, you're too kind. Yo, W's in the chat for GLU. Appreciate it. Always appreciated. Never expected. So thank you for that. Yo, Samuel, what's up? And don't worry, we don't have any water with us today. So we're drinking coffee. I have this much water left in my water jug. And my legs are so tired, I don't want to walk upstairs to get water. So we've got coffee. Shark, we're listening to Falling in Reverse. That was the song Popular Monster by Falling in Reverse. But if you guys have any suggestions, recommendations, or anything for music, let me know. Sally, that's what I do. I'm not a mouth breather. For the most part. I guess like sometimes if I'm in the middle of talking, then I will use my mouth to breathe, but Alexa, play Prehistoric Dog by Red Fang.
Prehistoric dog.
Gwen, how's it going?
On Amazon Music.
Scott, you want to guess how tall I am? Here, I'll stand up so you can see. Gosh, I don't want to stand, but this is the ceiling of my, so you can see how tall I am. GLU, you already knew. I got you. I am 6'4". Alright. Cook, and I got you. 2 pull-ups. 6'7". 2 pull-ups for you, I got you. Two pull-ups. My go-to Starbucks. It's always a cold brew, but when it's fall time, pumpkin cream cold brew, extra foam, light ice. You said you're as tall as my belly button. That's funny. Yo, what's up, motorcycles? What's up? Let's see here. Oh, how silly. You said you're 6'4" as well? Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, who dis? What's up? How you doing? Alright. 5 push-ups. I got you after this one, alright? I got you after this. I'll put my feet on the wall as well. So your max pull-ups is 11? Nice. I don't know what my max pull-ups are. Yesterday I did a pull day before I did my 5-mile run. So I'm not particularly in the position to do max pull-ups. I don't know if I'd be able to do 11, but good job. This right here are just 50. Nice. 1 pull-up. So when I was younger, I could do a lot more pull-ups, but at that point, I was 60 pounds. Ty, welcome back. Good to see you again. Yeah, my weights go up to 70. That's crazy. Yo, Victor, what's up? You see 5 pull-ups? No way, Shark. Nah. There's many awesome people, much better role models than myself. Your favorite animal is? A polar bear. That's my guess. Alright, you said you want 5 push-ups? I got you. In case you see me walking really slow and awkwardly, it's from my 5-mile run yesterday. My hips, my quads are cooked. My calves have pretty much recovered. And then my right hamstring, that's not feeling the best. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to do the push-ups with my feet on the wall, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna, oh gosh. Nope. Too much to put on my legs. Am I okay? It doesn't matter. Here, I'll put my feet on the bench instead. Oh gosh, that still hurts my hips like crazy. There you go, I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Yo, Thunder, what's up? Good to see you again.
Who this? You're crazy. You never told us your favorite animal though. No, GLU, I'm not doing jumping jacks. My legs are absolutely cooked. No way, I'm not doing that. That'd be so painful. Listen, I will put myself through some pain, but not that. Let's see, if you work out now and run, don't stop. Especially the running, stop when you're 35. Have to. Oh dang. Elizabeth, you said flex, not in a weird way. Oh man, I would imagine a weird flex would be like this, so I won't do that. I won't flex like that. I'll do that. There you go. I feel like those are normal flexes. The other weird flex could have been like, Goodness. Yo, Purify, what's up? How do you get a really good physique? Well, I would say, I don't think I have a really good physique. But I would say if you want a really good physique, it depends on your goals, first of all. Between a fruit bat and German Shepherd, nice. I'd say for me, an eagle. I like the idea of like freedom and just being able to fly. T-Bone, I don't know the Hulk Hogan poses. Appreciate it, Shark. Ryan, you're too kind. Appreciate it. Greg, that's very nice of you. If you want a good physique, if your idea is to be lean so you can see all your muscles, like abs included, stuff like that, and everything, then you want to have a low enough body fat percentage. I want to say somewhere between 10 and 12% is perfect. You want to have lots of protein intake, so at least like a pound per how much you weigh, and work out exercise with weights or body weight workouts regularly. That's generally, I would say, that. Motorcycles, we did a 5-mile run yesterday. It was the first run I've done in about 8 years because I failed a 250 bench press. I was off by 5 pounds. My punishment was to run 5 miles with a weighted vest. So I'm skipping leg day for a couple of days because it was very difficult to even like walk when I was at work today. Correct, Greg. I hit 245 at least 2, but maybe 3 different days. But I failed 250. These right now are 30 pounds. I'm just doing a warm up set. We're gonna move up to 70s, but I haven't done any chest work tonight, so I'm just hitting a light set of 30 pounds before we jump up to 50 next set and then 70. Just get a little bit of blood flowing. Then I've got adjustable dumbbells. You can sort of see right here where I rack the adjusting weight. So yeah, like I said, that was just 30. Appreciate it, Greg. You're too kind. We're gonna bump up to 50. Hit just a little bit here. Again, if you guys have any suggestions for music, Tito, for me, it's always gonna be Goku. Goku, I know that may be like the common favorite, but I just love it. Love Goku. I've tried convincing my son to be Gohan. He said, "No, Dada, I Goku, you Big Vegeta," which means Vegeta. I was like, "Well, if I'm Vegeta, then you're Trunks." He's like, "No, I Goku, you Big Vegeta, Mama is Bulma." I'm like, at least he's got the like idea right. I'm like, "Well, then you are Trunks." He's like, "No, Dada, I'm not Trunks. You Big Vegeta, I Goku." Like, all right. Let's see. Alexa, play Panic at the Disco. Alexa, play Panic at the Disco. yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or whatever for music, just let me know. So Big G is the best. We actually started watching the series. We just got to the part where Raditz was defeated by the combination of Goku, Piccolo, and Gohan. So my son's not very old. I don't say how old he is, but we've waited a little while for him to watch any Dragon Ball Z. But even though he's never really watched much, he still knows all the characters and he loves it. So that and all the Marvel characters, he's obsessed with them. Mama said. You wanted everything, you wanted everything. And Mama said, wanted everything, you wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up. Katie, I'm tied up, no more love. Hate to see you wasted. I hope for a living. I got you, babe. My bad. That is my wife in the chat. Yep. W's in the chat for my wife. That is actually my wife. Tito, exactly. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go move some laundry over. Oh, babe, what kind of snack do you want? Never let go. Mama said, don't give up. It's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love. All right, well, since I have to go upstairs, I can fill up water. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes. Always have a vision, always have high hopes. Enjoy the music. essence of this irrationality. Welcome back. I mean, I'm back. Welcome to myself. Laugh track by Ice 9 Kills. Alright. Yo, Daniel, what's up? Hold on. I gotta read all the chat. See here, let's go to Vegeta. Oh, character development, definitely Vegeta for sure. I love you, babe. I'll see you later. Sleep well. If you're asleep when I come back. Cherie, what's up? How's it going? Daniel, what's going on? Let's see. Dog, what's going on? Alexa, play the laugh track by Ice 9 Kills.
The laugh track and similar songs.
I'm gonna hit 70 on this one now. And now we have water. So, boom. Alright, this is 70s. This is actually all the weight I have for dumbbells. Okay. Tito, each one of those was 70. So yeah, altogether that's 140. Which, 140, like on a bench press, is quite easy. Even after that, you know what? I really didn't want to move. But I'll show you, I'll hit a 225. I'll show you 225. I already had to get up. This right here is 250. I have not touched the bar, the bench press bar, since we did our 250 stuff. But here, I'll show you real quick. 140, like in total, is pretty easy. I gotta take a few weights off on each side. And then it'll be 225. But I can guarantee you, if we hit 225 right now, we got a 45, so you can see 45, a 35, and then a 10. You got a soul. Yoga. But Thai, no, I've not heard of this before. Oh gosh. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going from only holding 70s to holding 225 with my chest already tired. I'm not feeling too confident with it. I'm not hitting 225 after all that. Dang. I thought for sure that would have been easy. Nah, I pretty much went to failure on doing the 70s, so unfortunately that 225, dang. Yeah. After already hitting shoulders and then failing, like going to failure on the chest, I'm definitely not hitting the 225. Dang. I'm not gonna push super crazy because my body is already like, I have no leg drive right now. So I'm not gonna risk it. I have nothing to prove, alright? You can go back in previous streams. You can go look at old YouTube shorts or a couple other ones. You can see me hit 245, but just a few days ago, but yeah, I'm not doing that. No need to hurt myself. Yo, Ben, how's it going? Has it been in college for a couple days now? Heck yeah. How's that going? Stream's been going on for 40 minutes. Earth underground. New revolution now. Heart beating. Ben, pretty much. I pretty much stopped playing Fortnite. Yeah. Someday, another ghost in the wall, scream and shout. Julian, I'm 6'4". So you can see, boom, my height to ceiling ratio, about my hand, let me on the tiptoes. Goodness gracious, I am tired. Tito, I am 30 exactly. 30 exactly. Julian, appreciate that. W's in the chat for Julian. You're too kind. Always appreciate, never expected. So thank you for the kind sent, the gift. Thank you, thank you. Do I know the song? Ty, I do not know. Alexa, play Sins by Red Leather. But you know the tongue twister, red leather, yellow leather? Say that like 50 times. Holy cow. Ben, appreciate that. Thank you for all the... Holy cow. Thank you for all the jewels. That's very, very kind to you. Always appreciate, never expected. W's in the chat for Ben as well. That's super nice. Holy cow. That's like 30... Almost 4... Dang. What the heck? I appreciate that, Ben. It was very kind of you. I'm lowering the weight. We're doing incline bench now. Oh my gosh. Ben, relax your hand, bro. You're spamming the jewels. Relax yourself. Holy cow. That's super kind of you. Over 100. It's over 9,000. Ty, is this not the song? Holy cow. Ben. That's insane. Times 140. That's crazy. Ignore me. What's up, gaming? I haven't seen any of your messages, but so far I'm liking them. Dang. Ben with the times over 175. That's crazy. That's super, super nice of you, Ben. That's crazy. Always appreciated and respected, though. You said lame? What, just seeing your message now, or what? Yo, what's up, mister? Hey, if that were the case, you know, I'm not gonna trip on it. Honestly, I've had someone before donate. It was like $5 or something, like the $4.99 or whatever. And then they're like, "That's my last $5." And I was like, "Please request for a refund." Listen, I'm a grown adult. You know, I've been able to. My wife's a stay-at-home mom because she wanted to be. I've been able to support us, you know, God willingly, for a long time. So, you know, I will make sure that my family's taken care of. I don't want anyone here or anywhere on the internet to be sending me money that they don't have and hurting themselves by any means. Never. Oh my goodness, Ben. You're back at it again. That's crazy. Yeah, that's very kind of you. You definitely do not need to. You don't have to, though. Yeah, I never saw any of your messages, but hopefully we will see them. Alexa, play Mustang by Tristan.
Mustang by Tristan is only available with Amazon Music Unlimited. Here's a mix based on that song.
I don't think we'll be able to get to Motorcycle. I don't think we'll be able to get to listen to it. Yeah, Ben, I did. That's very kind of you. It's like 260 jewel or 100s. Again, I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. W's in the chat for Ben. In case you guys don't know, Justine is Ben, if you hear me saying Ben. But W's in the chat. They're very, very kind of you. Always appreciated, never expected, so thank you. Motorcycle, is this the right song or close enough? I'm gonna hit some upper chest now. We're just doing a light 30 pounds for this. Oh my goodness, Ben, you're too kind. Oh my gosh, not the combo thumbs up. Holy cow. Ty, are you watching some Naruto? Ben, relax your hands. Chill. You don't have to send all that stuff. That's very kind of you. For real. Well, I appreciate that, Ben. And you are a W person. Not only because of the kind gifts you sending, but you've been here for a while, Ben, and I appreciate that. Whether you're here every stream or just every once in a while. Oh yeah, mister, I would never have one of those. So, Ready Player One, oh, that was a good movie. said, Alexa, play Reminder by The Weeknd. Alexa, play Reminder by The Weeknd. Yo, Samuel, what's up? Alexa, play Reminder by The Weeknd. Okay. Alexa, play The Weeknd.
Shuffling the Weekend and similar artists on Amazon Music.
Samuel, what's up? How's it going? So watching on Netflix? Heck yeah, let's go. Oh my goodness, Ben with the like times 50. That's like over 300. That's crazy. From before and now. Yeah, W's in the chat for Ben. That's super freaking nice of you. That's never expected. All right, always appreciate it, but never expected. That's very kind of you. Yo, what's up, John? How you doing? Victory Lap by Tadashi. Is it Tadashi? Gotta to love me harder. Yo, Perez, what's up? Welcome back. Me, you gotta to love me harder. Love me. I don't know the words at all. Do I like the Blue Jays or Dodgers more? Probably Blue Jays, if I had to pick between the two. I don't really have a preference for either of them personally. Like, I don't have any like skin in the game for either. But when I was younger, I used to play this MLB game, Slugfest, and I'd play the Blue Jays more than the Dodgers. Perez, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? Holy cow, Ben with the endless amounts of sending the 100s and the thumbs ups. It's very kind of you. Motorcycle, Bills or Eagles? I'm gonna pick Eagles. Eagles are one of my top favorite teams. For me, I've always said Eagles, Chiefs, and then Falcons. Not in that order. Falcons would be number 3, but I've always had a liking to the Eagles and the Chiefs personally, since I was a little kid. Let's see. These are just 50 right here. Alexa, play Punk Tactics by Joey Valance.
Punk Tactics and similar songs on Amazon
Hopefully I
Music.
said that right. It's hard to read from all the way over here. Sometimes I just hold the weight down here to get a better and deeper stretch for the weight. Mr. Funk, it's actually the opposite. YouTube tape keeps 20 or 30%. No, buddy, what's up? How's it going? So this is the song, heck yeah. I don't know how you get jewels for free, but appreciate it. But I appreciate that. Yo, 80s, what's going on? Phoenix, I'm not sure how many pull-ups I can do. Yeah, I'm not sure how many pull-ups I can do. I know I can do at least like 5. But yesterday was my pull day, so I'm not really like in a position to see how many pull-ups I can do. And today I'm doing a push day, so I don't know how many push-ups I could do. I know at least like 100.
if I'm fresh or like slightly warmed up, I can hit 100. I've done that before. But I'm not sure how much more after that. And that's in one go. And I like floor push-ups are cool. My legs are killing me. I did a 5-mile run. That was yesterday with a weighted vest. In case you're new, you didn't know this. Here's the weighted vest. It's been on the floor since I threw it off after doing the 5-mile run on the treadmill last night. Awful. But I've got a little push-up board that my wife got me. You can see a little push-up board right there I'm pointing at. I can do 100 in a row if I'm warmed up properly. But I'm not sure like how much more I could do in a row personally. Juan, what's going on? How's it going? Guess who's back? What your favorite game is? Fortnite or Call of Duty? That's my guess. I think those are just pretty popular. I do ASAP. Alexa, play ASAP Ferg New Level.
New Level by ASAP Ferg from Spotify.
I got you, Tito. Yo, Ben, that's super kind of you. Arkham City, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yo, Stan, what's going on? How you doing? Difference from last week. Keep up great work. Appreciate it, 80s. What do you mean? What do you mean you notice a difference? For what? It's been officially confirmed to be an interstellar object and not comet. Nico? Cool. Gosh dang. Ben, I don't know how you got it for free, but that's cool. Do you have like YouTube Premium? Is that like a thing? Motorcycle, I stream like 3 to 4 times a week. Monday and Friday always. Joni, what's going on? How'd you know I'm a diva? Yeah, I used to stream every workout, but I'm currently working on some stuff that I can't be live while I'm working on it, like for some content, because then it'd completely like ruin. I wouldn't be able to like actually focus on like the recording or anything, because I like to talk to you guys like when I'm streaming. I don't want to ignore you guys. That's I don't like that. I don't like being ignored. I don't want to ignore other people. So I stream anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week. Said you were 80-step hair care routine. Yeah, you're right. You know, after Joni, I actually do cut my hair live here on stream by like myself. You can see the mirror back there. If you look at my past streams, you'll see like a week or I think like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, something like that. I cut my own hair. My my hair routine, it's crazy. Like I wake up, I get ready for work by putting like work clothes on. Sometimes deodorant, you know, like if I haven't put it on in like 3 weeks, you know, gotta put deodorant on at least once every 3 weeks. And then I really just, the majority of my like getting ready for work is me getting food. It's my morning. I have a low fat yogurt where I put some chocolate in there, and then I put high protein granola. I take like a bag of that to work. That's my breakfast. I have a protein shake. That's also like a breakfast / lunch-ish kind of thing. And then I have breakfast / lunch tacos. All totaling out, I was calculating it today at work, talking to someone, and it's right at about 150 grams of protein. Also, Joni, appreciate you subbing, thank you. I don't know if I'd consider Chipotle fast food, but if you would consider it fast food, Chipotle would probably be up there, for sure. I don't know the last time I've had McDonald's. Don't really care. Like Wendy's is alright. I like the chicken sandwiches, but I take one of the buns off. I just get like the chicken lettuce and mayo sandwich or whatever, and take one of the buns off. Yeah. Burger King. It's been a while since I had that. That one's not too bad. I don't feel like they salt their fries enough though, so I like adding more salt. Tito, that may be the case. That may be the case, but we're not there yet. So I want to respond to everyone that I can. 80s, I appreciate the kind words. Also, you saying the arms are bigger and chest is getting bigger, all that stuff. I appreciate that. D&D 2, heck yeah. Let's go. Caleb, how you doing? What's up? Yeah. I might not be able to respond to everybody one day, but I want to always do my best. Nah, I'm not the queen. Sorry. I may be the diva, the drama diva or whatever you said, but I am not the queen. That's my wife. Yo, Max, what's going on? How you doing? Raphael, I actually completely disagree with you personally. Where you say lifting and talking to chat at the same time, turn camera off and lock in. I personally feel like I lock in significantly more when I'm streaming, because I always want to push myself the hardest I can. But when you guys are here, other people are watching me, which makes me have to push myself harder so that way I can set a good example and do my best. When no one else is around, it's a lot easier for me to slack off. I can say, oh, that was a pretty tough set, but I had a few more reps in the tank. If I have people watching me, you guys are here. That's why I always say I appreciate you guys being here, because you make the workout and everything significantly more intense. Because I want to push myself to where you guys can say, wow, there was no more reps. He had nothing left in the tank. That's some good work. I want to set a good example and not just leave it all on the table. I'll just give everything I can. My max bench, we went from 230 beginning of October to 245. Joni, this is my basement. My legs are like killing me today because last night I actually failed. My goal for the end of October was to hit 250 on my bench press, but we only got to 245, so we went up 15 pounds in the month. Not on any performance enhancing drugs, no steroids, nothing like that. So just as much hard work as I can, and yeah, we failed it. Unfortunately, we were 5 pounds off. I almost got 250. Someone at work said they think I popped a blood vessel. You can see here because I was pushing so hard. But because we failed it, we ran 5 miles with a weighted vest on last night, and now my legs are in shambles. But that's all right. Joni, you have a good night. Appreciate you being here. Please be careful. Don't sneak out. Be careful. It's a crazy world, so be safe out there. Max, I don't say where I'm from. I'm not from Tennessee, but I am in the U.S. though, so I'm not Canadian, Tito. The closest I have ever been to Canada is on the waters of Niagara Falls in bordering New York and Canada. I've been on like the Lady of the Mist boat or whatever with my dad long ago, and yeah. So, well, I would agree. I am pretty dang white. It also doesn't help the camera I have there, or the light I have there is like a white light. If I turn it off, well, I mean, I still have the computer screen that's also white, so it still makes sense though. Not to mention, on top of it all, it is like winter time, so it's not like I'm outdoors at the pool, like absorbing any sun into my skin or anything. So yeah, pretty much. But it is what it is. It's who I am. I've thought about getting I've thought about a like a Planet Fitness membership to like tan more, because obviously, you know, being more tan makes muscles pop more, things like that. That's why you see if people like are on like bodybuilding shows, they're like orange because they're tanning so much or whatever. You guys are funny. Oh no, Raphael, it's all good. That is just how it is for me. You know, not everybody feels the same way as me. You guys are funny. But yeah, no. So, but it just doesn't like. I don't care about it enough. You know, I don't feel like I don't care like enough to actually like get a Planet Fitness membership to tan. It just doesn't matter enough to me. It wouldn't actually like affect me, and I don't go to Planet Fitness like to work out and stuff because the majority of my workouts are like in my basement. Pretty much all of them are. And because I work out late at night, and I'm pretty sure Planet Fitness is like closed now, like in the hour of night, and I work out like after my son has gone to bed, and like on Fridays I stream my gaming workouts, my gaming streams, and then I do my workout stream after the gaming, so all of that combined, like, and I also built a gym in my basement, you can see here. You know, the whole gym setup, gaming setup, got the dumbbells, everything. Overall, it's just easier for me to work out here in the basement. Speaking of which, I am going to end the workout now. So in case you guys don't know, I always do like a little bit of posing to work on my aesthetic posing at the end of the stream. No, I'm not from Philly. I used to live in Pennsylvania, like in the Pocono Summit area, if you know where that is. When I was fresh out of high school, I'm in the Central Standard Time Zone. I don't say where I live, but that's the time zone I'm in. I have to turn the lights off. Yeah, I don't say where I live, but time zone, so you know I'm in the Midwest region because Central Standard Time Zone. But yeah, I'm not from Philly. I've been there before, you know, National Treasure, checked out the Liberty Bell. It's all cool. But, and used to live in the Pocono Summit area, but anyway. Are you sure you're talking about something else? Oh, I got you. Yo, Raymond, I appreciate that. Honestly, so I've whether someone was like being serious or joking, people have like asked about like steroid usage and everything. I've never touched any of that because that doesn't interest me. But the only way I would ever think about it, I've said this before, is if someone was like, hey, we want to make a live action Hercules, like Disney was like, we want a live action Hercules and we want you to be Hercules, but you need to get bigger. The only way I would ever think about hopping on steroids or anything like that is if I got the role of Hercules. However, no one's come to me and been like, hey, oh my gosh, we see you. I haven't heard of live action Hercules being a thing. So unfortunately, like the Disney version, because yes, I do love to sing, and that was like my favorite movie growing up as a kid. So that's the only way I'd even think about it. Anyway, we're gonna do posing real quick. I can't really read the chat from over there, so as I always say to you guys, never. Comparison is the thief of joy. I never want you to compare yourself to me, whether you think I look good or horrible. I never want you to compare yourself to anyone else. I want you to compare yourself to who you were, who you are now, who you want to be, and work on your journey throughout that whole process to being who and what you can be. And I personally believe in you so dang much that you don't even have to believe in yourself, because I know you can make those things happen, just because I will believe, I will will it into my soul that those things will happen for you. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. We're gonna get into some posing now. So let's see how the lighting casts for this. I don't do too well with my breathing on like posing. I'm always holding my breath. Of course, my favorite pose. I'm not doing legs today. I'm not gonna pose legs today because my legs are in shambles. If you know, you know. 5 mile run. Boop, boop, boop. It's my shoulder wave. Whoa! Get a little have the traps popping. Oh, back, of course. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe. I don't know if you guys have ever like really flexed hard, like you flex your body really hard, but you hold your breath the whole time. It's like when you work out abs, right? And at the very end, you're like, like you're like, just like trying to breathe. That's how it feels when you flex really hard and you end up holding your breath. I don't recommend it. Welcome back, everybody. Amy, Joni, I see you guys said you're back. Welcome back. Good to see you guys, always. Yo, Peaceful Page, what's going on? Said, I look bigger than when you joined originally. Yes. Slow. How long has that been? I feel like it's been like a couple months, maybe. Would you say that? Joni, I don't think asking my height is creepy, but I'm 6'4". Let's see. Yo, Sebastian, what's up? What's up? Good to see you again. Let's see. 2 months. That's what I was thinking. That's what I said, wasn't it? Like a month or two? Maybe not. I don't know. Ty, if you're still here, when am I going live again? Maybe like Sunday, Monday for sure. Dog person, 100%, 1000%. Lewis, is that a loser? Shoot. Thanks for letting me know. I honestly would have never known unless you said anything. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. I said I can check my channel activity. Oh really? Dang, that's cool. Let me scroll all the way down. Let's see. That might be the first one. It might have been like an arm day. Arm day workout, but it doesn't say when. It doesn't say when. Hey yo, hey, no hating on Lewis though. No hating on Lewis. It's okay. It's okay if people want to hate on me. I personally don't care. Like I've said a thousand times, you know, I got a wife, I got a son. Spitballs off a battleship does not mean a lickety split when people say things like mean things, rude things, weird things, whatever to me. You know, no need for hating on the other people. It just doesn't affect me. So I personally don't care when people say anything about myself. He said we won't allow no haters. It's okay if people sip on some haterade. I understand. Let's see. First time. It had to have. I think it was like right at the end of September. Slow. Joni, I don't say how old my son is. That's why I also don't say his name or my wife's name. Like my name. Taylor, what's up? He said who wins in a fight, Blue Vegeta or Cell. You know what? Primogen. I'd probably say. I almost want to say Gohan. I want to say Gohan. You know Gohan was supposed to be the main character. No, Joni, it's all good. It's all good. Jen, I know who Cypher PK is from like when I would play Fortnite and people talking about him. Yeah. But I've seen like clips of him before. After people were talking about Cypher PK on like streams like a year whatever ago when I would play Fortnite, then he started popping up on my like feed and stuff like that. Favorite video game, probably League of Legends in some form or fashion. He said got divorced with wife 10 years. Dang. That sucks. I never even knew he was married, but dang. Yeah, so Gohan was supposed to be the main character of Dragon Ball Z. It was supposed to go from Goku to Gohan. However, because of Gohan's personality, like Goku wants to be the best so he can defend and save everybody, but Gohan sort of just wants to like live and have a good life, so he wants to get strong enough to protect if he needs to, but he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't care to fight, and I think that was like the reason why Gohan was not actually ended up not being the main character through Dragon Ball Z. Why they didn't like transition Gohan to be the main character, because that's not like his personality to like want to be the best. He's just like, I want enough to like make sure my family and my loved ones aren't being hurt. Which is why later Gohan gets smacked around like as an adult, and he's like, crap, I need to get stronger. Yo Derrico, what's up? How's it going? So I could find out if I was modding. That's a good one, Slow. That's a good one. Joni, I don't play any sports for real, but basketball is my favorite sport. I've played that for years, but that's my favorite for sure. Let me scroll back. Daniel, what's up? What's up? Derrico, yeah, it's really difficult for me to walk around. Today at work was very, very difficult. I could hardly walk at all from the 5 mile run. Joni. So yeah, I call myself Trigos. I also do say my first name. It's Dalton, but I don't say my wife's name. That's why I call her Wife Ghost. And I don't say my son's name. That's why his name is Baby Ghost. So Trigos, Wife Ghost, Baby Ghost. When I created the name Trigos, that was never even a thought or an intention, but it worked out perfectly. That was like the most coincidental, genius move of making a YouTube channel name. Like if my YouTube channel name was like, Dude That's Strong, obviously, I couldn't be like, Dude That's Strong, obviously, wife. Dude That's Strong, obviously, son. Couldn't do it. No. I actually came up with Trigos. People have asked me before, but that's like my username for like games and everything. I came up with it because of the game League of Legends. back in the day, there was a like multiple like pro gamers, Bjergsen, Dyrus, Wild Turtle. They all had like really cool like shorter names in League of Legends. So I was like, I want to have a name that's like short and cool. And then I'm just like playing on the keyboard, and then like GOS wasn't it. I was like, ooh, something with like ghosts. And then boom, I was like, try ghosts. I was like, ooh, that sounds cool. I was like, I try really hard. I've never had the feeling of I've personally, when people are like, oh, you try hard, all this stuff, blah blah, I'm like, yes, because I want to do well. I am going to try hard at everything I do. Maybe I won't try my hardest. Like if I'm running, like my son and I will race like from one area of a playground to the next. I'm not gonna absolutely blow him out of the water, but I'm not gonna let him win. I don't care if he's 1 years old or if he's 25. Like no, I'm still gonna try because I don't like the idea of like not putting your effort into things. That frustrates me when people are like, oh, I'm just gonna half butt it, whatever. Like no, I want to be good. I want to be good at what I do. So I'm trying hard. So I was like, try Ghost, boom, and look at that. I made that in 2012. My YouTube channel here was created in 2012. I looked at it a while back. Damn, cause yeah, I know, slow for real. I tried not to walk today. I tried not to, but I just dealt with it. Who did? What's up? He said, yo, bro, how do I deal with rejection? You'd have to tell me how you deal with rejection. For me personally, how I deal with rejection, I deal with rejection pretty much every single day. My what I do for work is I sell like I fix windshields, like rock chips, cracks and chips and windshields and stuff. So if a customer, for example, if I walk up to them like, hey, you want to get your rock chip fixed or the crack fixed in your windshield, blah blah blah. And I've got like certain verbiage, like, hey, my name's Dalton. I inspect the windshields here. Notice you have a couple rock chips in your windshield, blah blah. Just wanted to see if you want to get it sealed up while you're here today. Whatever the exact verbiage I use, because sometimes people, responses are always different. But once it happens, then if they say, oh no, I'm good, then it's like, okay, no problem. You have a good one. If you ever want to get it done, just let me know. Like, just boom, let it happen, and then boom, spit balls off a battleship, baby. I said, do 20 push-ups, please. Oh, gosh. Gamer, we just finished our push day, but you know what? You said please, and I love a good, nice person to say please and thank you. Respectful people. That's what I'm talking about, being respectful. So, we're going to go for it. I've never watched Peppa Pig, so I have no clue. I don't have a reference to Peppa Pig. Let's see here real quick. How do you deal with a breakup just in case? Personally, I think if you're going through a breakup and you take it hard, you are going to have certain emotions, right? Well, in certain times in your life when you are filled with extreme emotions, then oftentimes that can lead to bad things, like getting into abusing substances and whatnot. Well, I personally think to fill that the idea or the feeling of bad things, you put something good in. So go for a run, exercise, start a sport, start a new hobby, something that you want to do. Like fill that time where you would like put something bad in there, replace it with something good. Even if it's not the full time, even if you're just like dipping your toes in, like, let's say snowboarding, for example. You wanted to learn snowboarding, but you're like, you've been in a relationship, whatever. Like, try to be, I don't know why I can't think of the word. Productive. Try to be productive and work towards something that you want to do or accomplish or whatever it is, rather than filling that time with, like, sorrow and sadness. It's okay to have those feelings. I don't think it's wrong to have those feelings at all. Everyone is going to have those feelings, whether it's something in your life or, you know, a close one passed away or whatever it is. You're going to have those feelings. But to not sit in that sorrow and sulk in it, that is what is going to be a lot more helpful rather than doing so. I've never killed a grizzly bear. Unfortunately, I've went hiking before. I've never even seen a bear, unfortunately. I really wanted to, like from afar. Went hiking in Utah, but did not see the bear. All right, 20 push-ups after a full push day. This is painful. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One for extra good measure. There you go. There you go. Oh, that sucked. Did not feel good. It's all good. You gotta push yourself, baby. Got you, gamer. Got you. I appreciate it. It wasn't intended to be like a speech, but that's how I've tried to deal with like some of my stuff in my personal life. Joni, my real name is Dalton. Oh, yo, Krista, what's up? How you doing? Yo, Mixed Marshall, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you again. Krista, good to see you again as well. Those extra 20 push-ups. Gamer, those are rough. Those are rough. My gym. How can you, have you guys ever talked? Has there ever been lingering eyes? Thank you, Krista. I do feel like the bruise is, I mean, it's never hurt because, you know, I think it was just a blood vessel that popped. But thank you. I do think it's definitely going away. It was a lot more prominent. 2 days ago was really bad. Yesterday, not too bad. Gamer, so at the month of October, I started out with a max bench press of 230. My goal was to hit 250. I only got to 245. And so because I did not hit 250 on my max bench press, when I attempted it, 250, I pushed like as hard as I could, trying to get the 250 up. I just couldn't, and that's, I think, when I popped a blood vessel. And then yesterday, I did a 5-mile run wearing a weighted vest where I added weight each mile for 5 miles because I didn't hit 250 on my bench press. So it was like I didn't have a reward. That was the only thing. Like, you know how you make like rewards and punishments. I guess my reward would have been not to have to go for a run. And that was also, so yesterday, that was actually the run. I already did a workout prior to the 5-mile run, which was a pull day. And I realized like after the workout, like, dang, I really pushed myself like a little too hard for me having to run 2 hours later. And then when I ran, that was the first time I've ran in like 8 years. So it was not particularly great. I said, yes, you make eye contact and he holds it, haven't spoken. Well, I think if eye contact is being held and not spoken to, also appreciate it, Mixed Marshall. Thank you for the kind words. I think, Joni, I live in the state of denial. I don't say where I live, though. Just in the Central Standard Time Zone. I would say if there's like lingering eye contact and holds it, if you have a gym crush, I would just tell them. I'll just tell them. Yo, toilet, what's going on? Is that a golden toilet for your profile picture? Yo, Flawless, what's up, what's up? Swim across river that's concentrated with crocodiles or crawl through a tight cave. Void, do I know? Do I know if I can, like, make it to the other side from the tight cave? And is there a way to make it backward? I'm not claustrophobic, so going through a tight cave isn't, like, particularly scary to me. However, if it was, like, I don't know, if it was like, you're gonna die if you can't make it to the other side of the cave or something like that, but there's no way I can make it to the other side, I would risk going through the crocodiles versus the cave was like certain death or something like that, you know. Yo, Chunky, what's going on? How you doing? So it is a golden toilet. Nice. Some calf raises. I personally would say I just like calf raises, like calf workouts. So for example, would I do 1,000 push-ups in 24 hours or 1,000 push-ups? That easy. Push-ups, I can do way more push-ups than pull-ups. So here, I already turned all the lights off when we did like the posing and stuff earlier. But just a quick like demonstration. So these are like taller weights that I have, those 45s over there against the wall. Imagine this is only 10 pounds, but imagine this is like, more thick. I would stand somewhere where there's like thickness, so you can have like a better stretch where your foot's like this more, and then hold weight, and then do calf raises. And try to keep your calf, I would try not to lower the back half of your foot. Try not to like let it rest. So, don't like when you go down, don't like, oh, I can stand right here. Try to still keep tension. So like if you removed like a foot, you'd be like, whoa, stumble, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. That is the reason why I say that is because when your calf is in, imagine what's going on. If your calf is in a flexed position outward, there's the least amount of stretch in your calf. So there's the least amount of muscle growth in this position. But if your foot is pointed upward, closer to your knee, your calf is in the most stretch position. So that's where you want the most tension, the most like weight to be when your foot is pointed upward rather than outward. So if you were to have to, for example, only do calf raises with your foot neutral and then upward or downward to neutral, just doing the downward to neutral is more beneficial than doing the neutral to upward for a calf raise. Gamer, I work out every day. I take one rest day. Jay, what's going on? Said you'll eat 100 push-ups in 25 hours easy. Dang, that's crazy. Blue, I work out this late because I wait until after my family goes to bed. Tonight, Mondays and Fridays, I do a gaming stream. So then after my gaming stream on Mondays and Fridays, then I move over into my workout stream afterwards. So that's why I'm here so late. I mean, granted, we already finished the workout. The stream started an hour and a half ago, but now people are just talking, and I can just talk for endless amounts of time. He said, need boots for what job? Yeah, for me right now, it just hit midnight. Oh, speaking of which is not actually accurate at all, but So what's funny, last night's stream when I did the run, um, later on someone was talking about asking me if I was gonna read the book of Enoch like in the Bible. Today's devotional, dude, it's crazy. Today's devotional literally was talking about running. It was, oh crap. Give me a second. The stream might pause. Hold on. All right. It's 2 Timothy 4:7. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. That was literally today's devotional. Literally the day after my run was a verse, 2 Timothy 4:7 in the Bible. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. I was like, hold on a second. I had no influence on the devotional at all. So I'm like, no freaking way that out of all verses that could have came through the Bible at all for my devotional, for my daily devotional, was literally talking about finishing a race. I was mind blown. I sent like my wife and I have the same app to do like our daily devotionals, but I was like, babe, look at this. This is crazy. Yo, caveman, what's up? What's up? He said 5'6", weighed 260, now down to 160, looking lean, have abs for the first time since 20s. He's 46 now. Heck yeah, caveman! Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm proud of you. That's amazing. I hope that your journey continues in the path that you are hoping for and that you work towards. That's some good work right there, for real. That dropping 100 pounds. I don't know how much time that was under. Even if that took 10 years, right? Even if it was 100 pounds in 10 years, 10 pounds a year, that still is amazing. That's 100 pounds. That's half of my weight. Literally half of my weight. Mafioso, should you stop gambling with a 1-to-3 ratio, roughly? I would have recommended you stop gambling a long time ago. Personally, I've never gambled, nor do I ever have any plans for it, for that exact reason. So, yes, I would recommend you not gamble. So I feel like I was supposed to be, took 3 years, took time to adjust for a lost skin, and it scares you. I got you. Have you ever looked into the skin surgery and stuff like that? I knew some people. I used to work at a gym before it was Genesis and it was 24-hour fitness, like years and years ago. I'm talking like 7 years ago, something like that, where some people, or no, that would have been like 9 years ago. Never mind. Yeah, like 9 years ago, where some people that it was like this guy and this girl that were a couple. They were definitely heavier set. They worked super hard over like a couple of years. That I had seen them go from like pretty big to like pretty dang fit, and then they both had like a ton of excess skin, and so they both got like the surgery to remove like the excess skin. Now, granted, I'm not gonna be over here like, hey, can I see your body without clothes on so I can compare what you looked like before and after? No, I'm not gonna do that. That's freaking weird. But I know that that's something they did, because I had talked to them about it, or like the guy about it. I didn't really talk to the girl. That's not me. I'm not talking to other people's ladies. When I'm married, so I'm not talking to other ladies in general. No thanks. Should you pay more attention to school or gambling? Mafio, so you already know my answer. I'm gonna say school. I mean, if it's one or the other, But can there be a third option, like gaming? What's up? I didn't really pay attention too much in school. I shouldn't say pay attention. I got good grades, you know, like A's mostly, some B's. I think I got 1 C my entire time in high school. Gamer, I'm not seeing any messages. Oh, you here? Let me see. Oh, Blue, I just saw your message. I don't get on Instagram like that. I don't look at that stuff. Say I look like Peppa Pig. Okay. Gamer, did you say, was there even messages between when you said W run and you said yo don't ignore me, bro? I don't see on my phone where it can show like hidden messages, or on my computer. I'm not seeing that you said a single thing in between that whole time. A forearm workout, easy. So this one's gonna be. This is like one of my go-to forearm workouts. You can just put your hand here, right? And all you do is curl the weight. You said it 3 times. This is all you do. You just make sure that your arm is stable. You're not using your bicep or anything. You're literally just curling the bar. Without equipment, that one's a tough one. Yo, LD, what's up? You're too kind. You're too kind. Without equipment. I'd find somewhere where you can hang holding on. That one's gonna be a good one. You might not gain very much size with your forearms, right? Your forearms may not get much bigger, so they may just be roughly what your forearm size are now. But if you just hang like this, right? Just hang. That's it. Just hang. That's gonna build strength in your forearm, and you don't have to have a pull-up bar. For example, in my basement right here, I've got the supporting beams, so you can just hang here. You know, so it doesn't have to be a bar specifically. Yeah, I'll help as much as I can. To do chin-ups, but stop after you curl the wrist. But if he has no equipment, or if he can't do a chin-up, I think just hanging, at least that will work on just that's gonna work on your grip, which is your forearms, you know. So that's gonna, because a chin-up, for the chin-up, you're working more than just the forearms. Well, whether you can or can't. You know, oh my gosh. Taylor, that's crazy. Buy my pancreas? That's insane. You cannot. Sorry. Close to path than I did. Just now, so it's a reminder of who I am, not who I was. I got you, caveman. I got you. But heck yeah. I'm still proud. Either way, caveman, I'm proud of you for just absolutely crushing it. But yeah. I personally think though, the hang, if the goal is to work specifically on your grip or your forearms, just hanging is probably going to be the, I don't know, without any equipment. Because of course you can always get the grippers too, but that's equipment. So if you're talking about And you can get those at like Five Below, Walmart, Amazon for like, $5-10, something like that. Just like one of the like gripper things. Of course, that'll work on forearms. But if you if you don't even have access to that, I think just hanging would be a good like forearm workout. But like I said though, since there's not like much like muscle contraction, like doing this, there's not gonna be as much muscle growth, I don't think, than if you're just like holding on. Slow. I should not be on tomorrow night, but I hope you have a fantastic night. Appreciate you being here always. So you have a good one. Gamer, I used to play basketball a lot. I just don't have anyone to play with anymore. Don't have any sports to play with, like friends or coworkers or anything like that. Articles that were used during the wave function. Parasite. I don't have that buff of a brain. But Caveman, you know what? I'm proud of you. I know you, and I'm the exact same way as you. Like where you're like, oh man, if I would have worked harder or done this sooner, or, stuff like that. Also, Slow. My wife would not want to play basketball with me because, like I said earlier, I always like to try in what I do. So she would not enjoy playing with me. And then my kid is too small to like actually play. But we've gone to like basketball courts and stuff, and then I pick him up and he dunks and stuff like that. But he could not shoot a basketball, up to my head, because he's too little. So, Gamer, you have a good one. Appreciate it. But Caveman, I completely understand. Like I was saying, I am 1,000% like you, where you're like, if I would have done this sooner, or like all the like what ifs, and like you're like, dang, this could have been, or like I should have, and yada yada, all stuff like that. But the fact that you have made that change is amazing, because there's so many people that won't even like take a second and look and say like, oh, I could have, like, or people that I know personally that are like, oh, I can't go back to school, I'm 40 years old, so my life is already over. But then, they're living till 70, 80 years old, and that's like, you had so many years left. Like, you can't go back to school for like 3 or 4 years in your 40s and your 50s when you still have another 20, 30 years left in you. It's like, there's still plenty of time. I mean, timeline, granted, like if nothing sooner happened, but like, I'm proud of you, and it's good that you were able to recognize where you have like lost time, but you didn't say, well, it's too late, there's nothing I can do. I've already passed my prime. I'm just gonna give up because I've let it go this far, so there's no point in going for more. I'm proud of you, Caveman, for not stopping and saying like, I'm gonna change and make a better impact in my life. And you know what? I guarantee you, not just in yourself, but there's either a friend of yours, a coworker of yours, a family member, someone that has seen you and has been like, you know what, that guy right there inspires me, because I've seen the work he put in and the change that he's made, and it inspires me to also want to work on myself to make that same change. So I guarantee you, someone. Gamer, I do watch anime. I'm actually going through Naruto. Naruto is probably one of my top favorite animes. Obviously, we got the Dragon Ball Z in the background. Naruto, Bleach, if you don't know what Bleach is, but let me close all the background. Boom, my camera. But we got Bleach here. Those are probably my top 3 favorite animes of all time. And so I enjoy watching Naruto. Or I'm currently going through Naruto, but yeah, I enjoy anime, and I watch it. Ooh, I love you. I love what? I'm going to say I love it. No hate, no hate. Love you too. I love it. That's what I'm talking about, K man. A lot of people look in the mirror, but only a few get to see themselves. That was like, it's like I love you. I need to go to bed. I haven't watched any Demon Slayer yet. Motorcycle. I haven't watched any Demon Slayer yet to like say to have like an opinion. So I would, if I could, give you an opinion on it, but I don't. Ah, man, appreciate that. The GOAT trophy, dang, always appreciated, never expected. So thank you, thank you. W's in the chat for man for sure. Thunder. So you know the funny thing is, let's see. Binkon, you got chill. You got chill. But no, that's not my thing. So Thunder, the Bible verse. So my daily devotional. Funny enough, you mentioned it because yesterday, you know, we had the run, the 5 mile run. Today's verse was, "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith." That was 2 Timothy 4:7. How freaking crazy. How freaking crazy. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Yeah. It was it was talking about like keeping faithfulness and things like that when enduring hardships. That's essentially what it is, like in a nutshell. But yeah, that was a good one. Sage, Bible study. I do a Bible, or I do a daily devotional. My wife and I have like a app where we do our daily devotional, whether it's together or separate. But yeah, we do a daily devotional, and it talks about like goes into like the verse specifically, and then it'll be like paragraphs talking about like the verse and stuff like that. Pepsi or Dr. Pepper? I'll probably go Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper was one of my mom's favorite drinks. So I'm going Dr. Pepper over the two. Heck yeah. Stay the course. Discipline is freedom. Yeah. Thanks, Sage. Thanks. I'd say overall for me, the my number one like soda though, it's gonna be Coke Zero. Like overall, of course, you know, Coca-Cola, and I like a little splash of vanilla in it too. That's like top tier for me, vanilla Coke. But or Sprite. Sprite and vanilla Coke are my two favorite sodas. But there's just like so many unwanted calories in soda for me personally. So I don't always. So if I drink soda, it's usually like the zero, but it's Coke Zero because like the Diet Coke to me is trash. I'm not a big fan of like the zero if there's a Sprite Zero, I haven't tried it yet, but I've had like the Sprite, the Diet Sprites before, and it just don't hit quite the same. But a Coke Zero, I feel like it's actually pretty dang close. Um, Especially one from like Chick-fil-A. I don't know what it is about Chick-fil-A. I don't go there very often, but when I do and I have a drink, it's Coke Zero every time. Or the lemonade. I do like the lemonade too. You said High C and Minute Maid lemonade, but from the theater machines with different flavors. Oh yeah, dude, the from the freaking those machines where you can like have like the 50 different flavors of every single drink. So freaking cool. I want one in my house. Where I work, there used to be one. It wasn't as many options. However, like all of the I want to say sauce. It's not sauce, but like the syrup. The syrup that there's like, so that big, so let's say you have like the big machine right here, right? And right here's the screen, and it's like the whole bottom. That whole bottom part opens up. So it opens up, and in that opening, there's like a bunch of cartridges for different syrups. So that way you can have like your root beers, and then like the vanilla, all of like the vanilla flavoring and the cherry flavoring and all this different stuff. There's all these different cartridges with syrups and stuff that like go in tubes to create the soda and like shoot it out, right? Well, it's super cool, but at my where I work, the syrups and stuff, like the cartridges kept like spilling out and everything. So then they got rid of it. And granted, I think there was only like a couple of times where I got something other than water, but it was mostly just like it was like sparkling water, or something like that, or like flavored water, because I still wanted like the 0-calorie drinks. But yeah, no, it was. Oh, however, one time I did have like the vanilla root beer. Someone I work with, he was like, "Here, I got you this vanilla root beer." I was like, "Dang, that's pretty good." But I can't do that anymore, so I just drink water. Oh, they got like a new like one of those old school soda machines, where like you press the so it's never gonna be fancy again. That's okay though. I just drink water. Yeah, they do always break, man. There's always something going on. It's just like the cartridges. I've seen like repair people come by so many times. Like it was just a whole ordeal. So they just got rid of the whole thing. Chevy, what's up? I'm doing well tonight. Thank you for asking. We hit a push day, so it was a good day because you know the legs are completely cooked from yesterday's run. 5 mile. I'm telling you, running 5 miles with a weighted vest on and not running within the last 8 years. It was tough. It was not fun. It was not fun. Caveman, it is my dungeon. No, it's my basement. So we got like the computer set up here where I stream when I play games. We got the gym equipment over there. And then I've got like my adjustable dumbbells and my bench right there. So we just chill, just have a good time. I honestly shouldn't end the stream. I should have ended the stream a long time ago. I've been talking for like almost an hour. It's been like 40-50 minutes that we've just been talking. But I'm just so dang good at talking. You guys get me started on stories, and then I just can't stop. Just every time. I don't know how you guys do it. You always sidetrack me constantly. It's okay. Still love you guys. But on that note, I am going to end the stream now. So I appreciate everyone for being here. I don't know when we're gonna be back. I know Monday. For sure, we'll be back on Monday with our gaming and then workout stream. Maybe we'll have a stream like Sunday or something like that. But yeah, we'll be back. So appreciate you all for being here. Oh, of course, Caveman. Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate you telling us a little bit about your story and sort of how far you've come in the 3 years you were talking about that you've lost 100 pounds, and it's just amazing. I really appreciate you sharing that, and yeah, we'll be back soon, next couple days at the latest. Monday is the latest we'll be streaming again. But yeah, appreciate y'all for being here. So, and of course, until next time, appreciate y'all, love you all. Till next time, peace.